It's June 2nd, 2022. It's the NBA Finals, so of course everybody's spending all day long with their predictions and, breaking down the game. It's a great day for basketball because only in the finals do you ever remember that these are players that play a game. It's not this narrative-filled up and down, TV show. It's a real sport. In the NBA Finals is when people get to remind you that, it's a game of basketball that's going on here. So what's my take on it? Who do you got? I got the Warriors in 5. I got the Warriors in 5. If I'm wrong, so be it. I got the Warriors in 5. But the question for the video is, cui bono? Who benefits? So if the Golden State Warriors win the championship, what does that mean for the team? What does that mean for the individuals? If the Boston Celtics win the championship, what does that mean for the team? What does that mean for the individuals? Well, if the Golden State Warriors win, they would have 4 championships in 6 tries. Now, they wouldn't have three-peated. They'd be kind of like the Spurs, but even unlike the Spurs, they were able to go to 6 in 8 years. Now, they were able to go to 5 straight, but in those 5 straight, they never won 3 straight like the Los Angeles Lakers. The thing about that Los Angeles Laker team is that you have to go back to the 2000s, from 2000 to 2003, to find a team that was that good, that they could win 3 straight NBA championships. LeBron James couldn't do it in any of the iterations of his, he got the rebrand like Voltron. LeBron James loved repackaging himself. The Golden State Warriors, LeBron James went to 4 straight finals with 2 different franchises and still couldn't win 3 straight. Even if it was like the back 2 on Miami plus the first in Cleveland, things like that, still couldn't do it. Golden State Warriors, 6 in 8 years. They did get to 5 straight at one point, and they couldn't get 3 straight. This is how hard it is to win. First of all, the repeat, now you talk about the Warriors, you're talking about the Heat, but to win 3 straight championships is incredible. So the Warriors, if you're counting dynasties, to be a dynasty, you have to win 3 straight championships. Then I don't know if the Golden State Warriors fit into the word dynasty. But if you have a team that in your sport has been in the final game 8 years out of the last 6, you look at the Patriots. Are the Patriots a dynasty? Absolutely. The Golden State Warriors have to be a dynasty especially if they win. They're a dynasty. If the individuals, so we'll just go best players. If Steph Curry wins, now let's say he wins Finals MVP, Steph Curry is arguably one of the top 12 players ever. I think you're going to have to move Isaiah Thomas down and move Steph Curry up. I don't know if Steph Curry breaks the top 10 with the win in the Finals MVP trophy, but he is certainly in that outside looking in, top 15 type player. If the Boston Celtics win, this will be their 17th for their franchise, and it'll also be the first time since 2008 where Boston can say that they were the champion. The NBA is, the more things change, the more they stay the same. It's very like this. So the more you see new stars, Luka, Jokic, Ja Morant, Zion Williamson, Jason Tatum, the more you see those guys, the more you're also going to see the Golden State Warriors winning, the Los Angeles Lakers winning, San Antonio Spurs winning, the Boston Celtics winning, because the more things change, the more they stay the same. So this would just be more of the same. If Boston Celtics were to be able to win a championship, this is what the NBA expects. The LA Lakers and Boston Celtics will eventually win a championship. That's just how their franchises do it. With a win for Jason Tatum, he will emerge because he's probably going to be the Finals MVP as well. He, along with Giannis, will emerge now as championship level players. So we have to start looking at guys like LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard. We have to start to look at these guys like, are you still on this list? Because there can only be 4 or 5 of these guys at one time. And if Jason Tatum throws his name in a hat with the win, he'd be the 6th guy right now. That's a championship level player. And in this transition of generations, that's going to be the most, in my opinion, the most championship level players, a.k.a. superstars, that I think I've ever seen at one time in the NBA. So if the Golden State Warriors win, it will solidify them as a dynasty. If Steph Curry wins, it will solidify him as one of the all-time greatest basketball players ever, a top 15 player, no question. If the Boston Celtics win, it'll just be more of the same. The Boston Celtics finding a way to rejuvenate themselves and get back to the championship like they always do. Best franchise in NBA as far as wins. And if Jason Tatum wins, that'll just be his arrival, his emergence. And now we can start making some Kobe comparisons. But until then, we got to kind of put the brakes.